Hello, and Merry Christmas. I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to review a game that hopefully gets us in the Christmas spirit, or does the complete total opposite. Yes, I'm talking about A Very Bad Christmas Eve VR. It was released on the Steam store December 18th, 2020 by developer Incineration Productions. And that was the same developer that made Spellpunk VR. And I have to give props to this developer. I gave Spellpunk VR a very bad review. When I played that game, it didn't work. It was very buggy. It just didn't do what it promised to do. So I give it a very bad review. And this developer, very brave of him to give me a Steam key to review A Very Bad Christmas. So yes, I'm reviewing this game through the Steam Creator Connect program. It normally retails for $4.99. It's on a release sale, 40% off, $2.99. It's available for the Valve Index, HTC Vive, and the Oculus Rift. The developer describes A Very Bad Christmas Eve as a Christmas-themed action-adventure puzzle game. I'm not sure I would call it that. It's really just a compilation of some very simple mini games. There is this one cabin Christmas themed environment. It looks nice. That's probably the best thing I can say about this game, but this just isn't a good game, and I'll get into all the reasons why. But first, before I get into that, I'm gonna do a little Christmas themed mini review part, mini joke, mini parody. So here it is. My 12 reasons why, even though this is a bad game, why you should still buy this game. So 12 reasons why you should buy A Very Bad Christmas Eve. Number 12, you actually got this game free from the Steam Creator Connect program. Well, that's obvious there. Number 11, you only buy VR games that are teleport only. Well, this will be perfect for you. Number 10, you need one more game to get to 5K games owned on Steam, but don't have any actual time to play that game. So that pretty much describes me to a T. I'm almost to 5K games. Number 9, you only have $2.99 on your Steam gift card balance, and you just want to see the world burn. Well, that's pretty much all of us right now during 2020. Number 8, the words reindeer positioning system and chimney lube diffusion system turn you on. Well, you're some kind of pervert if those turn you on. Number 7, you really believe there is a war on Christmas. Yeah, there's not a war on Christmas. Number 6, Bad Santa is your favorite movie / kink. Well, I'm gonna keep that on the DL. Number 5, you have way too much money on your hands and don't want to give any of it to charity. That is not me. Okay, that is not me. I don't have too much money on my hands. Number 4, you have always wanted to play a VR game that will make you feel better about your own VR project. I know some of y'all out there are aspiring VR developers. This is a perfect game for y'all to feel good about yourselves, feel good about your work in progress VR project. All right. And now we're getting to the top 3. Number 3 reason why you should buy this game. Number 3, you need to add one more game to your Steam collection bad games list to even out the number. I have a lot of games on my Steam VR bad games collection list. Number 2, you have lived through the hellscape known as 2020, and this game is a perfect way to end 2020. Well, that is the perfect reason to buy this game if number 1 didn't exist. So the number 1 reason to buy A Very Bad Christmas Eve VR. Your kids have been naughty again in 2020, and coal just isn't bad enough this year. Yeah, that's the perfect reason to buy this game. So let's get into the real review. Sorry about that. I just had to do a parody. I'm going crazy here. I should mention that I'm showing the full unedited gameplay for this game from start to finish. So you don't even need to listen to this review to know why it's bad. Just watch from start to finish and you'll see why this game is bad. But let's get into why it's not very good. First of all, this game is running on the Unity engine on my RTX 3080 on high graphical settings. Those are one of the few actual settings available is the graphics, but on high graphic settings, I was getting steady 90 frames per second most of the time. However, I did experience some severe frame rate drops. The frame rates dropped to as low as 20 for about like a minute, and you'll actually see that on the video. I think you can tell when the frame rates drops. I think you can tell from the gameplay video itself. I don't know why, that really shouldn't happen, but that happened on this game, so beware of that. You have teleportation only plus snap turning. And the snap turning here is again not very good because you can't really control how much you snap turn. And the teleportation is bad just because it's not very good. It's one of those things where you have to keep trying to teleport and maybe it works, I don't know, 75% of the time, but it doesn't work all the time. It just gets frustrating to teleport around the map, and there's just certain areas where you can't teleport to and you're not sure why. But yeah, it's not a very good locomotion system here. It's teleport only, no smooth locomotion, no full locomotion, no smooth turning available. Not very good. And basically in this game, there's like an overall timer, and you have 5 minigame locations to go to, and you have 5 different minigames. Now, I played this game about 3-4 different times, and during all those gameplays, and I actually beat the game twice, I never got the minigame for the gift wrapping, and there were certain minigames that would come out pretty often versus some of the other ones, so it wasn't balanced very well. It would seem like there were 3 minigames that I would get often, and then I would get one of the other 2 every now and then I would never get the gift wrapping minigame. So there's 5 minigames, and one of them is just a memory game. The problem with that game is that actually pushing the buttons for the memory part doesn't really work well, so I had to hammer my hand there several times. It was just very janky, wasn't very smooth. Then there's one where you just pour 3 liquids and pull the lever, but again, that operation of pulling the lever or dropping the liquids wasn't smooth or polished. It was a little janky. Then you had one where all you did was push a button, a gift would fall down, then you just throw the gift into the selected receptacle. That was just too basic. I didn't even understand the point of that minigame. It was just too simple. There was nothing to it. Then there was the one where all you do is use the hammer to hammer down the, I guess like the whack-a-mole type gameplay. Again, that was just too simple. There was nothing to it. And it was just lacking the proper physics. It just seemed a little clunky. It just wasn't very fun just because it was a little janky and didn't feel smooth or polished. And there just was no challenge to that. Really, the biggest challenge in this game is just figuring out where the alarm is coming from and getting there because the teleportation doesn't work very well. So yeah, this game just wasn't fun. The timer for doing all the activities, a lot of times you're just waiting there doing nothing, waiting for one of these alarms to go off. So there's a lot of waiting involved in this game, which isn't very fun, and it's just not challenging. Honestly, a lot of the times I just wanted to quit before the game finished, that you get your victory at the end. I just can't recommend it. It wasn't fun. If I have to rate it, I would give it a 4 out of 10, and that's really, the 4 is really mostly because the environment looked pretty good, and for the most part it ran fine, but like I said, it did have those frame rate drops in there, so I just can't recommend it. To me, this is more like a 99-cent bargain bin value type game, mobile VR quality game versus an actual PC VR game. It's not worth $5. I'm not even sure it's worth $3. To me, it's more like 99 cents value bargain bin if you want a Christmas themed VR game that's simple for the family to play together, but it isn't fun, so I'm not even sure I would recommend it for that. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you like my review, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you like my 12 reasons why you should buy this game, give me a comment, tell me what you liked. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas. Goodbye.